As you can see, the A75 and A77 are busy roads. But how busy is busy? And are these roads fit for purpose?
This video will look at the findings of an independent report by transport consultant specialist Sweco and the benefits that upgrading both routes would bring to businesses, residents and visitors alike. We'll hear from politicians, campaigners and Sweco themselves about just why this improvement work means so much to so many. With millions of pounds worth of goods passing along the roads each and every day, the A-Class 77 and 75 roads from Ayr to Stranraer and Gretna to Stranraer respectively are the gateway to Scotland for goods coming in from Northern Ireland. The linkage between Dumfries and Galloway Council, South Ayrshire Council and Mid and East Antrim Council is long established, and it's because of this that the local authorities got their heads together and commissioned this report into the upgrading of the routes. The tourism offer, improved connections and inward investment are just three of the areas that upgrading both routes would improve. Indeed, it's estimated that over £5 billion worth of economic benefit would reach the southwest of Scotland as a consequence of these upgrade works. This, alongside the practicalities of reduced accidents and ease to congestion and smoother journey times along both the A75 and A77, really does set out in stark terms just what the upgrade works would offer. Of course, it's not just us that will benefit, as the improvement works will also benefit our counterparts in Northern Ireland, elsewhere in Scotland and Northern England.
One of the key drivers of the economy in Northern Ireland is the transport connections with Scotland, which play a vital role in facilitating connectivity within the region. This connectivity is essential for the growth and development of local businesses, which rely heavily on these transport links to import and export goods and services. Improving the A77-A75 roadwork would provide significant benefits to the local businesses in Northern Ireland, reducing travel times and costs, making it easier and more efficient for businesses to transport goods and services to and from Scotland and beyond. This would enable businesses to increase their productivity and profitability, leading to more jobs and economic growth in the region. An improved A77-A75 road network would enhance the connectivity between Scotland and Northern Ireland, which should lead to increased tourism and business opportunities. This would not only benefit local businesses, but also contribute to the economic development of the region as a whole.
Thanks very much for watching this online launch. The A77 and A75 are very close to my heart. I'm a Stranraer boy originally, and the A77 needs vital upgrades. All political parties need to put politics aside and fight for the dualling of the A77. This is a strategic artery for Scotland from the Central Belt to the ferry ports at Cairnryan and into Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland. It's also one of the most dangerous roads in Scotland, and if we don't fix it, there'll be a lot more families who will lose loved ones on it. So we need to get together, put politics aside and make the government stand up and listen to all politicians and communities in the southwest of Scotland to upgrade the 77 and the 75. Thank you.
In our recently launched 5-year council plan, we talk about Dumfries and Galloway as a strategic location with a transport corridor that connects England, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Now, upgrading the A75 and A77 would unlock this transport corridor and with it the potential of the southwest of Scotland. Transport and travel has a massive role in protecting and enhancing our local economy. There's a need to invest in the A75 and A77 routes. Cairnryan is a critical port for distributors and hauliers, and yet the road network is not reflecting this. Whether you're a local, a visitor or working, upgrading these routes will be of benefit to you and it will be of benefit to everyone.
I started campaigning 30 odd years ago because I was 33 years as a part-time firefighter in Maybole, and although we're a part-time station, we're one of the busiest stations in all of Scotland for many years because of the A77 going to crashes. I've been to hundreds of crashes, I've been to dozens and dozens of fatalities along the A77. I've been made redundant 3 times as all the places were closing down in Maybole. And that's not because they went bust, it's because they moved away to other areas that had better road connections. Just over 6 years, there's been different people down in this area that's been campaigning for decades, and then I was campaigning for about 30 odd years up in the Maybole area trying to get it. So we came together about 6 years ago, and we're campaigning together as the whole of the 77 instead of just parts of it. Well, we're certainly hoping for a bigger slice of the cake this time. The STPR2 will be coming out. The final part, the third part, will be coming out, I think it's April, the end of April, with the Transport Minister, and that will decide what's going to happen for the next 20 years for upgrading different roads in Scotland. And in the past, we know that in the last 10 years, it's been said there quite a few times in Parliament that they've spent £10.5 billion in new roads in Scotland, and the A77, the 75 and the 76, that's the three main trunk roads in the southwest of Scotland. Our percentage of the £10.5 billion is 0.04%. Now, all we've ever asked for is our fair share of capital spend for new roads to help safety and to help the economy down in the Stranraer area here.
SWECO is an engineering consultancy who plans and designs the sustainable communities and cities of the future. We, supported by our sub-consultants, have been working with the councils over the last year to co-create solutions for the A75 and the A77. As documented and made well known by the DFT's Union Connectivity Review, these strategic corridors are in desperate need of investment. And this is where we come in. We, in conjunction with the councils, have produced evidence-led reports outlining how investment could transform the South West Scotland's transport network, environment, communities and the economy.
The reports provide an insight into the existing constrained nature of these strategically important corridors and how interventions, namely 250 kilometres of dualling and bypasses and 280 kilometres of electrified railway infrastructure, transpire into benefits for the population, businesses and the southwest of Scotland economy. The evidence-led reports draw on extensive amounts of existing datasets and utilise industry-standard technical tools to derive benefits from investment and provide thorough and evidence-based recommendations. When accounting for full dualling of the A75 and A77, along with targeted bypasses and rail-based improvements, the scale of impact is significant, with the improved infrastructure generating close to £5 billion worth of positive benefits. The reports conclude that investment in the A75 and A77 would be outweighed by the magnitude of positive economic change for all.
The passion, dedication and drive for improvements are clear for us to hear and see in those short interviews from our key speakers. The financial, economic and safety benefits are also clear to see from the findings of the report. Upgrading these two, but currently overstretched routes will allow the southwest of Scotland corridor to not only survive, but it will allow it to grow, to prosper and be much more than the road traffic accident hotspot and congested thoroughfare that it currently is. Finally, for those looking to read the independent reports, the findings of SWECO's work can be found on the local authority websites of Dumfries and Galloway Council, South Ayrshire Council and Mid and East Antrim Council.